What's up, Punters Pod listeners? You can listen to us every Wednesday on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or even watch us on YouTube. Now, let's get into the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Punters Pod.
What a time to be alive! The Blues can't lose. The Saints nearly caught Sydney on snooze. One thing is for sure, and that's the worst team in the league, being the Roos. Jezza, how are you? How is life, my friends?
I reckon the worst team in the league is the Pies, to be honest.
Oh, feels like it. Well and truly, feels like it. Well and
Can't
truly.
remember the last time we fucking won a game, man.
Jesus. Even that West Coast game felt like a loss.
Oh,
Bad
putrid.
team.
Putrid.
Bad team for us.
We'll talk about the stinky Pies a bit later on. But apart from that, I'm fucking amazing. Great weekend of footy.
Oh, the punts, Jez.
But I just think in general, I think we had 8 games that landed within 8 points or less.
6 games.
Sorry, yes.
Single digit.
6 of the 8 games
That's it.
landed in single digits. So that's
See,
great.
I kind of disagree. I know that's popular to say right now, but in those 6 games, there was a few stinkers. Like, I know they were close, but
What was the stinker, really?
the Blues versus Essendon game
A bit
was
exciting
a
in the
bad
end.
game. Yeah.
A bit exciting
But
in the end. No, yeah, okay.
But for 3 quarters, horrible.
Oh, no, but at the end of the day, short attention spans. We just want that last 2 minutes to be...
Eagles Port was a shit game. I don't even know if anybody really watched that, but it was just a shit game. The finish was good. Like, so I think everyone's just jumping on it. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, you'd rather close margins than
you
everyone
would.
winning by 30 like
You
it
would,
was
you
at the
would,
start
you
of the
would,
season.
you
So
would.
I'll take it. Punt, amazing. Amazing this week. Felt like I couldn't fucking get anything wrong, to be honest.
Yeah, same to be honest. I had a very, very good weekend.
I feel like it was a week. A couple of weeks ago, we said, the bookies are getting a bit clued in, blah, blah, blah. I feel like it was a week where if you just took the obvious, you were going to be profitable.
Yeah, it was pretty
because
good.
it was just like stars were hitting, tags weren't really affecting anything. It was just really, really good round of footy.
Ed Allen couldn't stop Cozzy.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear Cozzy after the game?
Yeah, didn't even remember
Didn't
Ed
even know
Allen's
his name.
I wish I didn't know Ed Allen's name.
He wasn't that bad. It was probably his best game
Yeah.
for the club.
Oh, that's
We're-
saying something.
Yeah, we're back to 7 games this weekend. Hopefully, we can go 7 of 7 on the free tip. So stick around for that. But before we get to the betting results and you hear about our big wins from the weekend, let's jump into the random player, Jez, who is the Port Adelaide player above my head, long hair.
Port Adelaide, like long hair, but it's tied up in a man bun, a little
It
bit of
is.
a goatee.
A little bit.
Would not have a fucking idea.
Oh my goodness.
Legitimately
This
do
is
not have
bad.
an idea.
This was bad. He was a great player.
He was a great player.
Well, no, okay. All right, great player's a bit of a stretch.
This is going to be another fucking 72 gamer for Port Adelaide.
This player got delisted and the whole Port Adelaide fan base just cracked the shits. They really
so
wanted
if he
to
got
play.
delisted, he wasn't a great
He was
player.
a good player. He was a good player. He was exciting. I liked how he
give me
played.
initials.
KM. And the K, another very popular and famous Port Adelaide player, had the same first name.
Nah.
K, Port Adelaide. Come on.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane.
M.
Yep.
No idea.
Mitchell. Kane Mitchell. How do you not know Kane
Wouldn't have
Mitchell?
had a clue.
How do you not know Kane Mitchell, Jez? Hopefully, you know about the punt. How did you go on the punt last weekend, round 13 of the AFL season?
Like I said, it just went great, to be honest. With something that I did go extra great with was the player props. We'll get into it a bit later.
I
but 4 in a row for good old Jezza.
It's good, Jez.
Another multi hit as well. That was a $3.44 multi. Ethan's going to toss you out the bullshit fucking $3.61 leg. What'd you give out last week?
Cam McKenzie.
Cam McKenzie for what? 20 whatever?
25. He had
25.
22, so not bad. It wasn't that far off.
Still didn't win.
Exactly,
But
but
I'll give
wasn't
you
that
the
bad.
certainties. I had Newcomb for 25 plus. He ends up on 36. I had
Fucking not
Neil
bad.
for 30. He ends up on 37.
37.
So 2 for 2,
Fucking hell.
$3.40 multi. You couldn't get any
If you were
easier than
smart,
that.
you would have taken them both for 35, but you missed a trick there.
Yeah. Silly me. Well, Ethan's taking fucking Cam McKenzie for 25.
For me, it was a great weekend on the punt. Didn't play with fire too much. Saw how good Punt AI was going after Thursday and rode what they had all weekend. Had a massive weekend. Personally, very busy. So just set and forget the Punt AI multis. They post them very, very early. So it was very beneficial for me. The night before, I'd place my punts. Then I'd log into my bookie and I had money in the account. So I was laughing most of the time there. And then we went on they went on a 14-1 loss, multi-record through to Sunday night. Monday then, I attended the game, the King's birthday game, Collingwood versus Melbourne. had some fun, won a nice $4 multi to end the long weekend. It included Nick Dacos disposals and a goal. It included Cozzy disposals and a goal. Both of those things looked pretty fucking good at halftime because Cozzy's had two goals in the first half and Nick Dacos had 22 disposals in the first half also.
Very, very good. Now, because it was such a good week on the punt, do you have any blacklists? Because I've got some movement, but I don't know if I can put anyone on the blacklist.
I've got movement, but it's positive movement. I've got movement off the watch list.
Same as me.
I like to take credit. I put this player back into form. I like to take credit. I think Dean Cox has listened to the Punters Pod.
Oh, definitely.
And heard me grill Chad Warner, grill him for playing Chad Warner in bad positions. And Chad Warner is off the watch list. He's off watch. He's finally fucking
He's
back.
off the watch list or he's off the blacklist?
He was on my blacklist.
Yeah,
Then last week he was on my watch list.
Oh,
and now
okay.
he is
All right.
removed. I will be punting on Chad Warner this weekend. He is on fire. Wow. What do you have? He had 30 and 2 goals?
Yeah, something like that. I haven't been that kind. He's moved from my blacklist to my watch list. Finally, Dean Cox is giving him some midfield time.
Oh my God.
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Took him a while.
Half forward at the start of the season.
And now he'll get even more because McInerney's out for 10 weeks.
Yeah, he's 10 weeks.
10 weeks, McInerney.
Shit.
So there you go. So
That's-
Warner.
Hey, Warner,
Wow,
Haney,
and truly.
the double up. Who they got this week? Who do they have this
Who
week?
do they have? They have
I don't know, but we'll talk about it a bit later.
Port Adelaide.
They got Port Adelaide.
Adelaide Oval.
Nah, surely no tags in that game. Chad Warner, Isaac Henny, all the way. On watch, I had the Brisbane Lions midfielders last week. They were removed from on watch because they actually showed up. Like I said, Neil with the 37. I think Ashcroft only got 22. I was telling you guys for the last year that Ashcroft's overrated.
Yeah.
Only fucking plays in games where they're winning by 60 points.
Grand
But anyway, and then blacklisted still Andrew Brayshaw. I don't care how many times he goes well.
What do you have on the weekend?
He would have had over 20, but I don't care how good he's going right now. I don't care how many times he gets it. He's still blacklisted for me personally.
I could have had over 20 against North and Bunbury.
Yeah, exactly.
And Jack Ginnivan also, I'm still keeping him on my watch list. He's had 26 disposals on the weekend. You can't complain with that, but...
You're actually, I don't love the cunt, but you're harsh on him.
I'm harsh on him.
Like he's averaging like 19 disposals a game this year.
The week I put him off my watch list, bang, he'll drop 12 disposals.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, fuck, I should have kept him on watch.
I reckon he's dropped under 15 maybe once this whole season.
And I betted on him that game, so fuck him. And on my blacklist is still the duo of Caleb Strong and Andrew Brayshaw. They still, another week, guys, another week where they both combined can't get over 25 disposals.
This Sarong hasn't played for the last 3
Until
weeks.
Sarong plays and gets 25, while Brayshaw gets 25, they will be on my blacklist. So don't punt on both of them right there for this weekend in the Fremantle game. Player prop
segment. Like I said before, 2 of 2 for good old Jezza. So if you want some guaranteed value, get on it because I've got a couple nice picks here. Firstly, the player prop segment sponsored by Punt AI. Like Ethan said before, they went on a 15-3 run in round 13, absolutely dominating, and they've got a World Cup sale going on right now at the moment. So go to their Instagram, punt.ai, DM them the word WC26, and you'll gain access to 75% off your first week of membership. So that is great stuff there, especially after how hot they've been these last couple of weeks.
Jez, pick a team for the World Cup, please.
Spain.
Brazil for me.
Spain.
Proceed.
Okay, that's the soccer segment done of the show. My first pick is going to be, and this is more of just a feeling pick, but I can see it happening at Marvel Stadium against Adelaide.
Ooh, Bulldogs player.
Marcus Bontempelli, 2+ goals.
No,
What?
You cannot do that.
Why can I not
You
do
cannot
it?
punt on the Bonds. You hate him.
Too fucking bad. I can punt on him. I'm not going to punt on him for disposals because he'll get fucking 22 to 18 disposals per game. But for goals, I can.
Oh,
Bond,
you're
2+
ridiculous.
goals at $2.18. It's really just a feeling pick, but
Because he's a good player?
I had this selected, yeah, because I don't know why when I was doing the play prop segment, I go, I'm going to pick Bond 2+ goals. And then I go, that's
Crazy.
kind of like a bullshit pick because I'm just throwing it out. But then I'm like, no, I'm not going to go back because now that I've said it,
Yeah.
I bet you'll get it. So, Bond, 2+ goals. What is your first play?
Funnily enough, it's also a Bulldogs player and also for 2+ goals. He is paying $2.75. Look, it's an Ethan pick because it's a huge risk for,
Riley West.
for obvious reasons.
Riley West.
But I love the idea of this player, small forward for the Bulldogs,
Riley West.
back at Marvel.
Or like Lockie McNeil.
in his second game back, so he's feeling more comfortable.
Ah, okay.
And in the game, he will have impact. after slowly getting into it versus the Hawks last week. Give me Cody Waitman, 2+ goals at 275, reintroduce himself to the AFL world, back at Marvel after his first game back, bullshit game at the G. Get him back home to Marvel, 2+ goals, 275. Cody Waitman, I love that so much. A lot more than the Bonds.
I don't love it more than the Bond.
What's the Bond paying?
$2.18.
Fuck, so a bit of value
it's
there.
fucking juicy. It's very juicy.
Put Cody Waitman and the Bond in a multi there of 2+ goals each. You're laughing.
And my second pick is going to be in the Friday night game, the Geelong versus the Gold Coast Suns. It is going to be Bailey Smith for 33+ disposals. He's just a weapon. He's on fire.
He's on my super coach. He's on my super coach.
Exactly. GMHBA Stadium 2 will absolutely tear it apart. And against the Suns, who are unaccountable against the opposition's best player every single time. Both my picks together will get you another $3.54.
Marcus Bontempelli, 2+ goals, 215. Cody Waitman, 2+ goals, 290 now. Combines for $5.15. So jump on that one there, boys. And my second player prop is Lachie Neale, 30+ disposals at $1.85.
He's just copied me.
He has had 30+ against the Tigers in 70% of his last 10 games. That's 7 of his last 10 games against Richmond. He has had 30+ disposals at least. He's in ripping hot form, coming off that 37 touches last week that Jez predicted on this segment will be too good for this young Tiger midfield over there in Tasmania at Ninja Stadium.
Beautiful. Wait, Tasmania?
Yep.
Oh, is this the one that Tigers sold?
Richmond.
That's
game
horrible. I don't know why teams do this. Let's get straight into these picks. How did you go on your free picks last week?
Pretty good, actually. I think I got out of the 8 around 5 or 6. Let me double check.
That's actually pretty good. I don't know. I don't think I went too great.
Thanks for asking me the question and not having the answer.
Bulldogs versus the Crows. The
5.
Thursday night game. 5 out of 8 is really good. The Thursday night game, Bulldogs versus the Adelaide Crows at Marvel Stadium. The Dogs last week, a really great performance. Backs against the wall.
What a comeback.
And they pulled it out. I know.
What a comeback.
I'll be honest, I was sweating it a bit. I had Hawks at the line, but I just threw it. You know when you throw in the line,
20-something as well.
No, but I'm saying Hawks at the line plus money.
Oh, okay.
So
yes.
I you know when you just throw it in just to boost the odds up a bit, just to get it to $2. I think I had like Hawks plus 20.5. I was shitting it a bit in the end there because they were really coming with heat, but. Great win by the Doggies to come back at the MCG too. I thought they were no chance against the Hawks.
It shocked me big time. It shocked me massive. We both took the Hawks last week at the minus line, 24.5, I believe. And it was a really good comeback.
It was looking like that at halftime though.
Yeah, it was. They were 30 points up, the Hawks, at one stage. And it just, honestly, this might sound really crazy, but I felt like it kept the Dog season alive because now they can push for top 6. If that game is a loss, you push back to the pack in the wildcard range. I feel like that win was very, very huge for the Dogs. And we've been saying it, Jez, the Hawks aren't that good. We'll get into that a bit later.
Well, another team who needed the win to keep their season alive was the Adelaide Crows, and they did it. Massive performance.
We
Absolutely
fucking called
massive
it. Both of us called it.
We called it.
You had the line, I had 1 to 39,
Yeah.
and they both hit.
We had a couple of people on the TikTok calling us idiots saying that no chance that Geelong were going to win 100%. And guess what? Adelaide come out. They win that game. They probably should have won by more, to be honest. I thought they were the better team on the night.
All night. And with no Rankin, no Thilthorpe, I feel like this win went under the radar big time. It was actually a fucking huge
Great win.
But everyone loves to suck off Geelong, so nobody gives Adelaide their due respect.
3 weeks ago, Geelong were the best team in the league.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable. It's them and the rest of the pack. And now they have a loss against Carlton, loss against the Crows, and they're nowhere near it again.
Like, Adelaide looked like a pretty serious side. I want to say for the first time in 2026, they looked a bit like last year, finally. Like, everything was clicking for them. They looked really good. And, yeah, Geelong had no answers for them at times, to be honest. Even though it was a close game, I feel like Adelaide were in control for most of the nights.
In this game right here, though, I think the Dogs do continue to roll on a little bit. I don't rate them super high, but they showed a lot of grit last week. Like I said, against the Hawks at the MCG, so they're home away from home. I just really, really like that performance that they put in. The Crows needed that win big time against the Cats to keep their season alive, and they pulled it off. But I think it being at Marvel is clearly a big advantage to the Dogs here. My free pick for this game is going to be the Dogs win straight out at $1.80. I feel like that's pretty juicy odds to get them at. And yeah, I think they do pull out this game at Marvel Stadium.
$1.80. Both teams have underwhelmed considering expectations from the preseason, but both these teams are coming off their best wins of the season respectively. The Crows get Thilthorpe and Rankin back potentially, which will be a huge boost and very scary for the Dogs. But the Dogs' Marvel form, like you said, Jez, is always scary to come up against. To be honest, I can't split these two teams, but I think this will be a goal fest under the roof at Marvel Stadium, and I love the over here. That's why my free tip is the over 179.5 at $1.90. I think both these teams can produce big scores. I think it's going to be like a game of basketball, very quick, very fast, and the over will hit.
I don't mind that pick either, just because both backlines aren't really
aren't
super
the best.
impressive.
And both teams are front-loaded in the forward half, have elite talent everywhere. And if Cody Waitman and Bond are combining for 4 goals, it'll definitely go over in this game.
And my headline for this game is going to be Crow Blow. In another season-defining game, the Crows fall short as their premiership hopes look bleak.
Fuck, be harsh.
I know. The Friday night game is the Cats versus the Suns at GMHBA Stadium.
Fuck your GMHBA.
Just before we get into the teams, Raul might be one of the most overrated players in the AFL.
Worst Brownlow medalist of all time.
The worst Brownlow medalist of all time. I think he finishes on like 16 or some shit disposals last week.
I can't believe he won a fucking Brownlow.
I can't believe he won the Brown. And I still can't believe how many people like in the media suck him off. Like, oh, he's elevated his game. Oh, this or that. I just see him as like...
He's just alright.
What, like,
he's a bad Newcomb.
He's a bad Newcomb. Newcomb's the player that I was thinking of. And we used to bag Newcomb at the end of last year and the start of this year. Newcomb has well and truly superseded Rao.
He had good finals last year. He had a great final series.
I would take Newcomb over Rao every single day of the week.
I'd take Ned Long over Rao.
I'd take Libba over Rao, honestly.
Yeah, good Libba over Rao, 100%. Like, Rao is just shit. I don't like him.
The Cats.
Ranger.
Are they still frauds? They can't travel, clearly, because that was my thing, and that was the trend going in. They lost against
Port.
They lost against Port. They lost against the Suns at the start of the season. They went up and beat Brisbane.
You're right.
So that kind of like threw it out for me, but that clearly was Brisbane's bad streak. They go to Adelaide, they lose again. They cannot play Adelaide Oval, clearly. Premiership favourites about 2 weeks ago, and then they absolutely crumble against Carlton and Adelaide.
Look, they looked vulnerable, and if they are truly the all-conquering team, they should have found a way to win that game. It was close enough for them to do so. The GMHBA merchants are like Melbourne with the G, but at GMHBA, they will still end up making the top 6 because of GMHBA.
Probably top 4.
Yeah, but because of GMHBA, and this is a game at GMHBA, luckily for them. As for the Suns...
You can't speak about frauds without talking about the Gold Coast Suns.
I got sucked in just every year.
The biggest frauds, and I picked them to win last week too. So
I picked them to fucking win.
I'm just as stupid. You cannot have bigger frauds than the Gold Coast Suns. This isn't even a real AFL team. They can never beat anyone on top of them. I think this record this year is like 1-6 against teams above them on the ladder. We're in the top 10, I'm pretty sure.
They will not win a flag with this list. Like,
no,
I don't think Dimmo will win a flag with them, and it kind of makes me a little bit happy because I feel like Dimmo was so fucking smug. He went up to Gold Coast thinking it's such an easy, like they'll get like assistance from the AFL, everything will fall into place and we'll just win an easy flag. I'm happy they won't because it doesn't look like they're gonna.
No.
Because I know, and I got sucked in big time. I'll put my hand up. At the start of the year, you see their list on paper, you bring in Petrarca, you bring in Jamara, and you go, fuck, I go, wow, maybe this team is good. Maybe this team is so talented. It's just going to happen for him. But it's just not. Because at the end of the day, they're great players. Like Rao. He's just not as good as everyone thinks.
Like all these players, like Closey. Like I remember 2 years ago hearing about Closey, this wingman.
But you can't say he was the players that we were. As a Gold Coast preseason premiership.
Dick sucker,
yeah.
Ethan Reid.
No,
Jed Walter.
No, these aren't the players we were mentioning.
I'm not saying I'm not even going off your point. I'm just saying, in general, all these players that they were coming, wait till this player comes on, wait till he comes on, and they just haven't come on in any way.
I'm more talking about like your King and even like King for me. I know he still scores his 4 goals, but he's not dominant. He's not dominant. He's just the guy at the end. Whatever passage of play they have, which will score the goal. But I'm saying like your Riolis, your Rails. I'm gonna put Anderson in there as well.
I think Anderson's good.
Anderson's a good player, but I just don't think he's a rank below. He's a run below like your really elite.
Obviously,
and At the start of the season, I had him in my top 10. I thought he could really break through. But he's just a rung below everyone.
No shit, he is. He's not a top 20 player.
So he's their best player, and he's not a top 20 player in the comp. Like their list isn't as good as
I'd say Petrarca might be their best player, to be honest.
Now, yeah.
Track is really good.
Track is really good, but like just nothing around him. I don't love it.
This game, you all know what I'm going to say here. GMHBA Stadium, their shitty little ground. Gold Coast have absolutely no chance.
Fucking slim to none.
0 chance. This is about as easy as it gets. My free pick for this game is going to be the Cats minus 26.5 at $1.90. And my headline for this game is going to be can't beat the Cats. The Cats once again prove that GMHBA Stadium is a fortress and nobody can play the local style ground apart from them.
The Suns are not a serious football team at all. I got sucked into them. I'll put my hand up. I'll say it once again. They're not a contender whatsoever. Geelong looked weak last week, but they're back at the ground. They can't ever lose that, and that would be enough for me to back them heavily here at GMHBA. My free tip is also Geelong minus 26.5 at $1.90, and my headline is Suns suck. Gold Coast disappoint Ethan's preseason predictions again as they don't win and their season slowly slips away.
The Demons versus the Bombers. Obviously, the Demons, we saw what they did on the weekend. Really, really gutsy performance by them, to be honest. There was a couple of times in that game where you thought Collingwood were going to run away. I got a bit comfortable at some points where it was like pushing out to that 16 to 20 point lead, and you're like, a couple more goals here, and they've really got them, and they just kept fighting, and they just kept coming back.
It was a good win to pull away when Collingwood had the lead in the last quarter, but I don't think it was like as dominant of a performance as everyone wants to really like put out there. I think everyone now...
Is anyone really saying that it's dominant?
It's reactionary. Like if Collingwood win that game, it was at the end of the day, it was a game decided by a couple goals or 8 points or whatever it was, and I feel like.
And that goal at the end, like, you don't really... Yeah. That Cosy Pickett goal at the end. Obviously, that was the sealer, but it's kind of like the game was over when the ball was in the middle of the ground at that point.
But my point being, it's like, if it goes the other way, Collingwood missed their chances in that game. Like, McStay missed 2 easy set shots. Degoe misses that easy set shot. Even, like, there was just chances that went missing all day. So I think the Demons, yes, they're a good team this year. They can't lose at the MCG. They're still undefeated, the Merchants, at the MCG. But... it's not like it's not like a game. They've had games this year where I look at them and go, wow, like that Hawthorn game where they bet Hawthorn and go, wow, that was a fucking good win. This game, I was like, yeah, okay, they did enough to get it done. They're a better team than Collingwood right now, but it's not like, fuck, Melbourne are coming. For me, it was just like did what they had to do, and that's where I stand with the Melbourne Demons.
Yeah, I kind of feel what you're saying, and I agree with you, but...
I don't think this should be a performance where everyone goes, fuck, look at Melbourne, fuck, they bet Collingwood, this is amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what's happening today.
The Bombers, both of us said that they'd put in a good showing, and they did exactly that.
Well, I did the Blues 1-39 for that reason.
I had the Bombers at the line, so that was all wins right there. They're still no good by any means, but you kind of got to respect the effort, and you respect players like Zach Merritt for... He tries. Like, I don't care. I know this fucking disposal merchant, this, that, blah, blah, blah. He tries. He really does.
I want to give my respect to Ben Mackay.
Yes,
I want to give my respect to Dean Solomon for chucking him forward. You know what? He was dying out there, down back. Like, it was dying, and it was sad, and he got dropped. Good job. Just put him forward. At least he fucking did something. He scored a couple goals. It was one of their better performances for this year. But the bar is just set so low. That I lost to Carlton, who also have a coach that's sacked. It's like, oh, fuck yeah, we lost to Carlton, but only by a little bit. It's like, it's pretty sad when you really whittle it down to that, but that's unfortunate for Bombers fans. That's your reality.
I feel like the D's will want this one back after what happened in Gather Round. If you remember, they were on a massive roll, and then Essendon out of nowhere came and stunned them, and I think they won by like 30 points or something like that. Was that Essendon's only win of the season?
Yep.
Jesus, that's... Oh yeah, it was, because they lost to Richmond as well. Fuck, that's putrid. As for the Bombers, I knew... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I knew that they'd get like built up and primed for that game right there. Night, prime time game, everyone watching. So you got to G up a bit against the rival. Unfortunately, Saturday at 1:15 feels a lot less motivating.
Feels like a Demons fucking smashing.
That's why my free pick is going to be Melbourne 40 plus at $2.18.
I'm going big. 40 plus. Big balls, Jez. The D's haven't lost a game at the G this season, and I can't imagine Essendon will be the team to beat that streak. Yes, they were better against the Blues, but this is nothing to go by. D's with ease. Give me Melbourne minus 31.5 at $1.90. A bit more of a pussy than you, Jez, but I don't mind the 40 plus there at value.
North Melbourne versus the Eagles. What a
Optus.
fucking absolute thriller at 4:15 on a Saturday.
North Melbourne's home game at Optus.
I'm officially out on North Melbourne.
Thanks, mate.
I'm done with them. I'm finished. Every year I come in wanting to believe. They give me a little bit of false hope, and then they absolutely fuck me. I knew they were never going to win that game, but fucking hell, man. Losing by almost 100 points. Or did they? I think it actually
124 points, I think
so,
it was.
So it was like all the games
The
were really
round
close.
average got blowed out.
Yeah. So the round average absolutely got smashed. 124 points. Oh my God, that's bad.
Never tell me ever again that North Melbourne is coming and it's all coming together and all these young players. I don't want to hear it anymore. This club is scaring nobody forever. They are not coming. Clarko should honestly get the sack. I just don't think. I know it's premature to do it, and I know it's just one performance, but I just don't see how this team becomes a finals team with Clarko. I think and I know how many times can you change the coach, but you just have to. I don't think he's the man for it. I don't
just think it's the list, man. The midfield's great. The forward line serviceable.
But is the midfield the midfield's
no, it is. It's
great
really good.
by name. But are these players great players?
No,
Is Sheezel McKercher, LDU, and Wardlaw? Is this list actually? Is that a great midfield?
I'm in,
or is it just a hyped midfield?
No, I'm in big time on LDU and Sheezel.
And Wardlaw?
McKercher could be. I'm not in on Wardlaw.
Yeah, I'm
Wardlaw once again. We were talking about it last week. 11.
I made a video about it. He's just
11.
Horrific. But my whole thing is, it's are we in on this midfield because these players have actually proven anything? Or are we in on this midfield because all these players were top 5 picks, so we all feel like they should pop one day? Every one of those players we just named there, that's 5 top 5 picks. LDU was drafted in 2017. That is unbelievable to me. They're fucked. I just don't see it.
Yeah, it's a sad existence for a North Melbourne fan because the AFL give you this really easy draw to start the season. You have a couple wins. It's, oh my God, we might win 11 games this year.
You have Jez saying they're going to make a prelim.
I never said that once. As for the Eagles, wasn't a good spectacle, but at least it was close. For me, they are where they need to be right now.
I heard that down
North
as well.
Melbourne are not. North Melbourne are under where they need to be.
On the 124-point loss, they're supposed to be a fucking
West Coast,
top 4 team by
West
now.
Coast are where they need to be. They're competing with their like teams instead of getting absolutely. There were times where they were getting belted by bottom 4 teams by 100 points.
Yes.
So this is where they need to be in their rebuild. And if I was a West Coast supporter, I'd be happy with
I'd be
what I'm
pretty
getting
happy.
right
Look,
now.
you can't complain. They were in that game, yes. For example, they bet Port earlier in the year. I even tipped them last week, West Coast, but I wasn't shocked when they lost. Eventually, they should find a way to win that games, and I'm sure they will in the next couple of seasons. But the competitiveness is enough for now. Just be competitive in those games, and maybe even this week, try to be competitive.
That performance for me put North Melbourne so far in the back of my head. Plus another away home game.
Optus.
Honestly, I give the Eagles a huge sniff to win this game here. We saw it. So this is 2 games where West Coast and North Melbourne have played at Optus Stadium this year.
Yep.
Because earlier on this year, everyone jumped on North Melbourne.
And
they
West
were the
Coast
lock of the round, and West Coast actually did a massive job on them. I think Kelly, Dersma, and Reed are playing awesome at the moment. That's why my free pick is going to be the Eagles plus 7.5 at $1.90.
North home game at Optus. Yikes. They need to respond, Jez. And they will. West Coast weren't bad last week and bet North here already earlier in the season. But for West Coast, this game doesn't matter at all. They don't care in season 2026 about win-loss record. They could not give a fuck if they lose this game by 3 points. It will not kill them at all. But for North, this is a must-win situation here, and they will win out of necessity. West Coast won't care. North will be season on the line. Clarko's ball's on the line. I am going North win at $1.70.
I mean, I guess. Port Adelaide versus the Swans on the Saturday night. For Port, it's pretty much just the Butters and Jason Horne-Francis show. It's like if those two aren't on, you're probably going to lose. If those two are on, you got to sniff to beat a bad team.
Bro, I forgot Rosie exists. I know.
Yeah, I know.
But now we used to say the big 3, so now it's just fucking them 2. And even when Rosie comes back, I don't know. I'm out on Rosie.
That's recency bias. That's recency bias. The roller coaster continues, and like we said at the start of the year, they'll beat the teams that they should and get smashed by the teams above them.
Yeah, they got the win in a bad game versus bad opposition, so it doesn't really fill me with any confidence in them or the season or their future. once again, it's like Butters and Horn Francis or bust, really. Like, Georgiades has had a disappointing season.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he played on the weekend.
Not kick straight.
But I just didn't feel great about... Like, last year at stages, he was top 3, top 4 in the Coleman. This year, just like nowhere near that form.
As for the Swans, amazing comeback, even through adversity. At one point, they had 4 like really good players either injured or being assessed. They had McCartan, they had McInerney out for the game. Mills was getting assessed, so they had a lot of players out, and they still managed that comeback. Absolutely great there. Isaac Heaney's a weapon.
And Warner had an equal game to him. Shouldn't have let the Saints get that close at home, in my opinion.
Close. They had 70 points at halftime.
Yeah, there you go. What do you mean 70 points?
The Saints had 70 points at halftime.
Oh, yes, yeah. Well, they shouldn't have let the Saints get 70 points at halftime either. Admirable that they found a way to get the win. Sarong is actually a very underrated pickup. I'm not just saying this because of the goal, but...
Yeah, no, he is.
All year, like...
At the start of the year, you're like, who the fuck is this Sarong?
Yeah, like, what's Sarong playing? Yes. Who did you play for, Jez, last year?
Hold on.
Well done.
Sucked in.
Who's his brother?
Caleb.
Sarong, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Well done, yes.
Is it brother?
They're brothers, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're brothers.
They look nothing alike.
And Caleb Sarong and Andrew Brayshaw can't get 25 plus disposals in the same game, so they're blacklisted.
Correct.
But hey, Sarong is pretty good. This one is, what's his name? This one? Jai Sarong. That's it. The Hawks could probably use him right now. As for this game, I'm not getting sucked into last week's form whatsoever. Port looked great, probably an anomaly. Sydney looked average. Once again, probably a blimp on the radar. Swans come out to Adelaide Oval and smack Port between the teeth and win very, very well. My free tip is the Swans minus 17.5 at $1.90.
Exactly the same as me. Like I said, I feel like Port will compete with the teams like them but get thrashed by the higher opponents. Swans will go into this game a little short-handed, but I still think the Swans get it done fairly easily here. Free pick is the Swans minus 17.5 at $1.90.
Do you remember a couple of years ago when we were at a Collingwood game?
Yes, I was thinking about this
and
while I
the
was doing this.
scores came up and Sydney was smashing Port by like...
No.
Was it Port smashing Sydney?
What?
I think it was Sydney smashing Port by like 70 points to like 3.
No, or was this the year? Was this like 2 years ago where Sydney were really good and they were beating, and then Port came out and beat them both? It was one
Sydney
way or
away.
the other.
Yeah, I think it was Sydney away at Adelaide Oval.
Let me get that up.
But and even I can't believe these two teams only 2 years ago made a prelim against each
I know.
other. It's like crazy to think
And Sydney
about.
came out in that prelim and won, and then got absolutely.
I think it was that
belted.
season that that smashing happened. I think Sydney. So you're going to go Port, I'll go Sydney?
I can't look it up. The next game, the first Sunday game, is going to be the Tigers versus the Lions, like you said, in Tasmania. As for Richmond, they're coming off the bye, so not really much to say about them. I could say that they need to get their form together and get their shit together, but they're absolutely not. The Lions, statement win by them. Whilst everyone was writing them off, they come out and smack the Suns. But is it really that much of a thing if you're going to smack the Suns? The Suns are frauds, though, so how much weight do we really hold on that?
Yeah, they're back with a very nice and
Did
much...
you find out who it was?
Yeah, it was. It was Port Adelaide bet Sydney by 112 points in 2024. Brisbane, much needed win. I wish I read the play, but last week I said I would be really annoyed if Brisbane get the win. We probably should have seen it because it was 3 losses in a row. They were really due a win.
But everyone had been saying that for the last few weeks.
I know. I did them 3 weeks in a row. They lost, and then I go against them and they win. Neil leaving is so strange to me. I would not get rid of him. He's like the fucking still the best player.
Fuck no,
mile.
yeah. To let in,
if
to
he
let
comes
in,
to Collingwood, I'd fucking laugh.
to let him Jasper Fletcher and Darcy Wilmot
And
into the
fucking
midfield.
Daniel Annabelle, come on,
I'm
mate.
good, bro.
Morris literally taking the piss. Like 5 goals and a half. Like, that's
Yeah, I know.
So fucked.
7 for the game, wins the medal.
There you go. So yeah, that's that from last week. Tiggs did not play. Let's go down to Tassie, Jez. What do you reckon?
This might be a training run for the Lions. Yeah, I'm not sure how many players the Tigers will get back, but it still won't be enough for this experienced Lions side. This is going to be a real demoralising one coming fresh off the bye. My free pick, it's a bit of a pussy pick, but it's going to be the Lions 40 plus at $1.59.
You calling me a pussy? Down in Tassie and off the bye will not be enough for the Tigers to upset the Lions here. Brisbane have to get some wins strung together in consecutive weeks after their 3-game losing streak prior to that Suns win. This should be a pretty non-event of a game. Would be surprised if many people watch this. Is this the game where the World Cup's on at the same time?
Might be.
Or maybe it's the St Kilda GWS game. One of those games on the Sunday, Socceroos are playing, so that'll be fucking brutal because 2 shit games. And I will be spamming Lions midfielders for disposals in this game, hence my Lockie Neal player prop pick. My free tip for this game is also the Lions 40 plus at $1.60.
The final game of the round is going to be the Saints versus the
It's
Giants.
this game because I saw Toby Green saying I wouldn't even watch our game. So Australia versus Turkey plays while this game is on at Marvel Stadium.
The Saints last week, listen, they did well to be leading for 95% of the game, but they're still a nothing team. Like, they do this from time to time. They put in like a really good performance against
Adelaide,
a good team.
remember? They lost by 1 point.
Everyone comes out and it's like, oh, this might be the turning point.
Never
and
is.
then they fuck it.
Look, we are very, very harsh on St Kilda, so to probably a few St Kilda fans that listen, I don't know a St Kilda fan personally, to be honest. Shout out to you, shout out to the Saints. They played all right. You still fucking lost, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'm usually harsh on them, but that was a good performance. The loss does hurt, and I don't have a bad word to say about them with that game, to be honest, because at the end of the day, Sydney have been my premiership favourites since before the
Yeah, they're
pre-season.
looking a bit shaky at the moment.
They are, but I still think that they're a strong team, so I can't really shit on St Kilda for that loss. And it's funny enough that both our premiership favourites, top 2 teams right now.
Yeah,
So,
maybe we know something.
Sydney Freo.
Maybe we know a thing or two. Giants coming off the bye. As for this game, it's another huge game for the Giants after the hole that they put themselves in to start the season. I think they can definitely do it though. Coming off the bye,
Love it.
I feel like they play Marvel pretty well.
Fucking love it.
Also, the Saints have kind of started to find some form, but there wouldn't be anything else more St Kilda than getting close to beating Swans at the SCG and then coming out and losing by 40 to the Giants. That's why my free pick for this game is going to be the Giants win straight out
Love it.
at $2.08. So you're getting a double up there.
Saints is such an obvious pick here, but I am all in on the second half of the season Giants. I think the Giants have the big upset here and embarrass the Saints at Marvel like they did with the Lions a few weeks ago. They're off the bye. The Giants win. Straight out for me as well, Jez. Give me the Giants straight up win at $2.10. I love it a lot there. All my 7 picks combined, only 7 games this week, boys. Come out to my lowest probably ever on the Punters Pod, $91.57.
And even lower than Ethan. All of mine come out to $89.01.
Fuck, so we're pretty close together there.
With the extra game, and we did a couple pussy picks. So, hey, maybe it's a better chance of hitting
Remind
this
me of your
week.
player props.
My player props will be Bont 2+ goals and Bailey Smith 33+ disposals.
And mine were Cody Waitman 2+ goals, $2.75, and Lockie Neal 30+, $1.85. I think we're in for a pretty good week here, Jez.
I think we're in for a
I'm
great
feeling
week.
14 picks correct and 4 out of 4 player props.
Would love to see it.
Actually impossible because we had opposition on one of the games. But anyway.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to another episode of Punt Spot. We appreciate you guys listening week in, week out.
Thanks for listening, boys. Have a good one. Good luck on the punts and up the Brazilians. Peace, prosperity, and love. You.